welcome to this video. And what if you could live in complete luxury with solar power on a boat? What would you think of something like that? Today, we are fortunate enough to have a visionary engineer, Phil, who's done exactly that. He's built a self-sustained, solar-powered luxury houseboat.
Yeah.
Phil, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, although it's really not a houseboat. So it is a house, and it is a boat, but it isn't really a houseboat. If you normal traditional houseboats are really boats with modified space for living, but they're really still a boat. This, as you look at this boat, and we're going to take you around it, you should get the impression from this floor upwards that it's a house. You should see no signs of a boat, except in a couple of places. And when we take you below in the engine spaces and the machinery, it's entirely a boat. It doesn't look like a house.
Well, from what we can see here,
Yeah,
I mean, look at we're sitting here in the part of the living room, right?
We're sitting in a car here, and it's definitely not a boat.
Definitely not a boat. I can vouch for that. Now, Phil, this is truly a green living vessel.
That's right.
Can you explain to us a little bit more what the green concept is on this vessel?
Yeah, the idea is that this is a completely self-sufficient, sustainable living experience. 108 solar panels on the roof and 14 large inverters. One of those inverters is enough to run a house. So the amount of power we have here is enormous to run everything. 13 air conditioners, 7 bathrooms, bedrooms, space for 10 crew if we want to do that later. We haven't made that accommodation yet, but the idea is to have it completely green, self-sufficient. So it makes its own water, treats its own wastewater, makes its own power for heating, cooking, lighting, air conditioning, everything.
Fabulous. So you can be in the middle of wherever you want to be.
That's right.
And you don't need to be connected to
No, there's no,
anything.
in fact, this boat doesn't have any, like normal boats have shore power. You plug into shore power for electricity. It doesn't have shore power. Okay. No connections for that. They have water systems plugged into the shore water system to load up your water tanks to go on a few days trip. Some boats have water makers, but they're not enough water to make water for everything. This boat makes its own water for everything: showers, bathing, toilets, cooking.
And we're going to see all the mechanics of all that in this video. Phil's going to show us the engine room and also the home mechanics where the water is. It's amazing.
So the concept is when this is parked up somewhere, you anchor it up in a bay or a river. We're on a beautiful river today. We may show you some video of that. You're in the middle of tranquilo.
Yes.
And as you say in Spanish, and in the beautiful paradise, but we are using 0 fossil fuels. And for weeks and months like this. In fact, this does have a backup generator. We'll show you that at some point. But it's never been used because we're completely self-sufficient.
Solar. Okay.
Solar powered, yeah.
So we're here with Phil, the engineer who designed and built this marvelous vessel. Phil, what was your motivation? A little bit about your background. Why did you do this?
Yeah, my background is in engineering. I have a mechanical, electrical engineering degree. I have a PhD in medical engineering, actually, and I've worked in the engineering spaces and the information technology area for decades. Solar power started to be really viable 10, 15 years ago, and I thought, well, why would you not have a boat? I really wasn't into boats that much, but why would you not be able to live on a boat in a self-sustaining way? And I thought, maybe you could. But then you start to look at the engineering aspects of it, and it becomes quite complicated. So it took a long time to come up with how you would make it work, and we're going to show you that. But yeah, my engineering background really helped me a lot. I did the design work on this boat through COVID, actually. I was bored in COVID.
I love that story. You mentioned that too. You got bored during COVID.
I was bored in COVID. I thought, why not start designing it?
Folks, you're going to see what a bored Phil during COVID ended up resulting in. You're going to see this spectacular vessel.
That's right. And now it's a new class of vessel, which I really believe there's a market for, actually, because people want to take a family away from things, or even away from danger in times of unrest, actually.
That's another great point.
People don't realize that in times of unrest and civil unrest, you may want to get your family away from everything in a self-sustainable way. This boat would be perfect for that. Or you could park it up in a vacation spot and go and visit it. So it's a new class of vessel, which I think is really appealing to people.
Have fun during the good times, but have that backup in case something goes bad and you gotta run away.
Exactly, just in case. I mean, it may happen. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Phil. So this is the entrance to the
So
wonderful vessel.
This is on the bow of the boat, so we'll take a look inside.
All right.
Come in, Roger. So now the idea is you should not feel like you're in a boat. You should feel like you're in a house. In fact, the doors and the windows are hurricane rated, but they're household windows. The furniture is standard. The appliances you see in the kitchen here are completely normal household appliances. So there's nothing boat-like in this part of the boat. It's a beautiful kitchen, almost a 16-foot long island, big refrigerator, double oven. All of this is solar powered, of course. Induction hob, extraction fan there.
That's the amazing part. I mean, you've got, look at the size of the refrigerator.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like a normal kitchen, yet it's all solar powered.
Yeah, I mean, this is a, really big refrigerator, and there's no shore power, no generator power running. And if you've ever been on a boat for days, the generator's running all of the time, running significant amounts of diesel, and obviously pollution from that, and cost from that. And this is entirely solar powered. So we're going to show you it around. Now, there is a secret in here I'm going to show you. You may think this is just a kitchen here, but from a social point of view, maybe you want to drive the boat in a social setting. So hidden in here is a full helm with full follow-up, non-follow-up steering, digital engine controls, chart plotter GPS, steering, rudder, sensors, radios, thruster controls. We even got a horn button in here somewhere, but this is all hidden away when you don't want people to see it. So
basically, you can operate and drive this boat from the living room.
Exactly, and we did. This was launched in Louisiana, and we brought it to Florida. We drove it the whole 600 miles from here, from this helm, because it was really nice. So down here we got a dumb waiter that goes up to the top of the pilot house, so we can send food up and down and drinks from the kitchen. A little seating area. We have a beautiful bathroom in here with sparkly wallpaper and a beautiful light. It's the decor was designed by an interior designer in Louisiana, and then we have down here we have a nice coffee station seating area. This has become quite a social center here.
Look at that, huh? I like that wine bar and everything you need there.
Wine coolers, ice makers, all solar powered, of course. Coffee makers and everything here. And then we have a very nice pantry in here, right by the kitchen, so we can store whatever we need for days or weeks. So
there you go.
So we go in here. Now, an interesting thing that did make this boat more manageable. One of the things I wanted to do is design a boat that's easy to maintain.
Okay.
So this looks like an industrial piece of a boat, because it is. There's a service shaft goes all the way to the roof where the solar panels are, and all the way down into the engine room. So all the electrical and water systems, fire control, internet is in this shaft all the way up. And you'll see this on every level. But that's the idea, is to make it easy to maintain.
Yeah.
There's a door that takes us down to the lower level, which is very boat-like, not house-like. It's very boat-like. Storage, closets.
Plenty of storage.
This is my favorite area, the dining room. You're sitting here and with a view like that.
That's what I was going to say. Look,
it's unbelievable.
Look at this view, folks. This is a view from the dining room.
So you sit in this dining room. Everybody that sits here just is, especially in the evening, and looks out at this view. They are just incredibly motivated by the idea of living in wilderness. We're really in the middle of wilderness at the moment.
Exactly.
So we have stairs going up here to the bedroom levels. We'll show you that in a minute. There's my office in here, so I can work away on, hopefully on YouTube videos. Nice lounge area here, and TV, of course. A laundry room down here, so full-size laundry room. There's 2 laundry rooms on this boat. There's 2 washers, 2 dryers, 2 laundry rooms on 2 different levels. Here is a grand staircase, which takes us up to what we call a sky lounge up here, which we'll show you in a minute. Beautiful wood and aluminum fabricated staircase. The shipyard made a beautiful job of this. And in here we've got another bathroom and a shower that goes out to outside where the pool is. Okay, let's take you outside on the aft deck. Here we're on the aft deck, on the main deck aft here.
Well, I think I found my favorite part right here. We can hang around here.
You can hang around here and
here
sit
for
by
a
the
while.
pool. So this is a pool, interesting pool here because this has no chemicals in it. This pool is, this boat is entirely self-sufficient, as we mentioned. It makes its own water. So this is reverse osmosis water. Now, because it's reverse osmosis water, and I'll get into that in another video, the water is super clean. Okay. So it does not grow mold and algae like you might normally see. So there's no chemicals in this boat. It has ultraviolet filtration and a pump running, and it stays crystal clear.
No chemicals.
No chemicals at all.
That's wow. That's amazing.
And then we have stairs going down to another fishing platform down here. Maybe we take you down there, actually.
Yeah, let's go. Let me run.
And we'll go down. This is sort of a fishing, my favorite place, actually, down here at the water level. It's a fishing platform with a fish cleaning station. Here, we have a live well in here, if you want a live well, which has pumps in to pump water in and out. And we have rod holders. And then there's a gate here you can put down for swimming. If you want to go swimming, you can put that down as well. So this is one of my favorite spots.
Absolutely, I can see why.
You're right down at water level, and it's beautiful.
Folks, here you are. Like Phil said, right at water level. And look at the view of the river right here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So there's a door in there to the engine room. We're going to do that level in a minute. And that's it outside for a minute.
Yeah. All right, so we're heading back up.
And now we do have an outdoor kitchen here. Do you want to cover this next?
Yeah.
And let me put some lights on in here. So this is an outdoor kitchen. There's we can open up this for a little bit, and so we can see it a little bit better.
I'll go get you from over there.
So we'll open this up a little bit. Allow some light in. So this is a beautiful kitchen outside here. We have multiple fridges in here, actually, and a very nice Traeger grill, a wood pellet grill, induction top here, and a huge electric griddle, which is great for making burgers. I'm not a chef. My wife's a really good chef. So this is a beautiful place to cook. She loves to cook here.
That's right. Your wife invited us
right.
to dinner, and she is a fabulous chef.
She is indeed. So I'm very well fed. Okay, let's give you a tour now upstairs. So this is the main staircase at the back. Up here is what we're calling the Sky Lounge. The idea here was this could be 2 more bedrooms, but we decided we didn't need that space at the moment, but it could be converted to that if somebody wanted it. But the idea is you've got 180-degree views from up here of the beautiful nature surroundings. You can also go outside, of course, and see the balcony. The balcony wraps entirely around the boat. They're 360 degrees around the boat, so you can go outside and enjoy the outside too from up here. Now, when we go forwards now, we start to see in the bedroom sections. So as we go along here, there are 4 bedrooms.
So this is the whole bedroom wing, the wing.
Yes, from here forward, there's all bedroom accommodation.
Okay.
They're all large bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms. So if we go in this one, we'll take a look, put the lights on.
Guest room number 1.
This is the most aft bedroom. It's a king-size bed, of course. Very nice. Put that off. A very nice bathroom here. A shower, of course, in here. And view that you have. Every room has its own air conditioner. So people like that. They like to have their own temperature.
Temperature control.
And then there's a closet. Everybody has their own closets in there for storage. So this is one of the bedrooms. This one's actually a queen bedroom. So it's a little smaller. But it still has the same view, same air conditioner.
Same air conditioner,
same bathroom idea.
Setup.
Actually, this one actually has a bigger shower, so you may want to show that, Roger, but it's a bigger shower in this one. And the showers, by the way, this is interesting. People may not realize this, but on boats, you typically don't want to use tiles because they will crack as the boat flexes. So these are all solid surface Corian walls, ceilings, floors, it's all solid surface.
Solid.
Yeah. So we don't have the maintenance problem of tiles cracking. So now we go forwards a bit more, and we see another identical king-size room here. Feels cold in here because the air conditioner's working beautifully, and
yeah, I was gonna say the temperature's
feels good in
fabulous.
Yeah, it's quite cold, and again, all solar powered. So now we have some.
That's the amazing part. All
It
solar powered.
It is indeed. So down here, of course, we got another stairs that go down into the kitchen area. You may have seen there. Now we come forward a little bit. We've got hate to see the laundry room like this, but
laundry room is a laundry room.
We have a laundry room with clothes. Sorry about that. Yeah. And actually a little gym area. So we have a little workout area in here too, as well as the gym. Now you come forward even more. You come to the master suite. Now the master suite was designed with wraparound views. So this has 180-degree views as you lay in bed.
Let me capture that view because this is spectacular.
And this deck outside is a screened deck. So because we're in a buggy area in Florida or any parts of the world you need it, we have a fully screened deck here. So it's a beautiful bedroom. Another feature there, I'll just demonstrate that for you, is a pop-up TV. So the TV comes out of the cabinet.
There you go.
And put it down when you want to look at the view, put it up when you want to watch TV. This boat has Starlink, so we have high-speed internet anywhere in the world, even on the oceans.
Wow.
So this is the entrance to the screen deck. Again, you can go out and walk around the entire boat on this deck, around the side. We have a toilet here, and we have what we call a wet room here. This is a shower and a bathtub. Again, it's all solid surface, no tile. It's an entirely sort of controlled wet room, which is all sealed off. And
that's a spectacular shower room.
It is. And here, one of the reasons this boat is a little longer than I originally designed it is my wife wanted a bigger closet. So this one is longer. We're about 20 feet longer than I originally designed it because of the closet.
You have to get the powder room.
We have to get the closet. So it's a pretty big closet in here. And then of course vanities, and again there's 2 air conditioners in here. So at night you can
very comfortable even in the bathroom here.
Very very nice.
Very comfortable. Yeah, very luxurious.
So that's the bedroom deck and the sky lounge at the back.
You get a feeling like a very nice suite in a very nice hotel.
It's very comfortable. Exactly. Some people say it's a Ritz-Carlton on the water.
That's what I would categorize it as a Ritz-Carlton on the water. Absolutely.
That's what it is, yeah. Very comfortable. Now, interesting, the hot water system, we'll go into the water system in detail at some point, but this has 11 instant hot water heaters. All of them are solar powered, of course. And so we have unlimited amounts of hot water.
Okay.
That's about it for this level.
That's good.
I walk up another level. Now we're almost 50 feet above water level here. This is the pilot house. It's a bit of a man cave, actually, more than a pilot house, because it has big reclining lounges. The dumb waiter comes up here from down the kitchen area, so you can request food and drink as you're up here. And this is the main helm you can see here. So this is the captain's chair.
There's the captain. There's a captain sitting in the chair right there.
So then from up here you go the view. You maybe show people the view, Roger, because from here you're about 50 feet above the water.
Wow!
And so you have a spectacular view wherever you're going. And we'll get into the details of the helm stations at some point in the future, and the thruster controls, steering controls, radios, navigation systems. We'll get into that at some point. And up here, this has been designed so we could have a captain's cabin here. We didn't build it for now, but if somebody wanted to have a captain's cabin, we can do that because there's a little kitchenette here. There's another toilet in here.
It's got its own bathroom, so yeah,
own bathroom.
Even self-sufficient even up here.
So up here you could sort of live up here.
Yeah.
If we put a little room in here for
now I know why you call it the man cave.
It's a bit of a man cave. It is. And the view is spectacular. Now, the best thing about being up here maybe is a little sneak peek at the solar system. The reason this thing is self-sustaining is out here. So out here we have a rather large solar farm, including the roof above our heads here as well. But you can't see that, but 108 solar panels
So this is what powers the whole boat.
This is powering the entire boat: air conditioning, heating, lighting, water making, wastewater treatment. There's even a crane there to lift things up. And on the roof of here is all the boat stuff, you know, the sort of radar, antennas, things like that. And we can walk all the way around here for maintenance, but there's a huge solar farm up here. Yep. And this is unbelievable that this is powering the entire boat. It's crazy, isn't it?
Wow. So Phil, next you're going to take us down to see how this whole thing runs and operates, right?
Absolutely. So from this floor here where we're standing upwards, you've seen the main deck, bedroom deck, pilot house, solar panels. That should all feel like a house. Should not even begin to look like a boat or feel like a boat. Now, you're going to go downstairs, it's entirely a boat.
Okay.
It does not feel like a house.
Let's go see the boat.
Yeah, let's go and see the boat.
Let's go see the boat.
So you see the industrial grade walls. You'll see a lot of welding on this. This boat, you'll see the actual aluminum welding. This is a work of art, this boat. There is 50,000 hours of welding in this boat. Wow. You see the beautiful aluminum welding. This has been built industrial strength. This boat is, you know, really strongly built. In fact, it's almost 100,000 pounds heavier than I originally designed it, just because this shipyard put so much aluminum into it.
Okay.
The room you're in now would actually be crew quarters. If you ever watch the TV series Below Decks, but they usually have cramped quarters and cabins. We would have big cabins for people down here, probably about 10 cabins in here and next door.
Wow.
At the moment, they're not there because we don't need a crew, but somebody may want one. I'm going to start in here because this also would be cabin space here. At the moment, it's a workshop, but the big thing is it's a water room, as I call it. There is a work in progress here. I'm going to do a video on this, repairing it, because 3 months into this boat, we already have a problem. I should not have bought cheap Italian pressure vessels. This one's already leaking. But anyway, this is the water system. Reverse osmosis, I'll do a whole video on this, but we're pumping water out of the river or the seawater here. We're filtering it. We're sterilizing with ultraviolet filtering, ultraviolet sterilizers, and we put filtered seawater or river water in here. We take that, we take it through more filters, high pressure pumps, reverse osmosis membranes, more ultraviolet sterilizers, and then into these tanks. And so we can make enough water for everything: showering, cooking, washing, laundry, even filling the pool. This system, I'll go into more detail at some point. And I'll also do a video on why this thing broke after 3 months. But I did design this boat with 2 of everything. Okay. At least 2 of everything. There's actually 6 reverse osmosis systems, but there's 2 of everything. So if something dies like this one did, everything still works.
It always works.
A little workshop here. We even have a crane system in here going out to a door that opens on the side. The crane on the roof you saw will bring things into this door if you need to do maintenance.
Right, so you thought of absolutely everything.
Try to
this,
make it easy to maintain.
Yeah.
So this is the main engine room. We're right at the back of the boat, the aft part of the boat. This is probably one of the biggest engine rooms you'll see with a lot of empty space, probably wasted space, but we have 2 Cummins engines in here for the main engines. The Cummins engineers said they'd never seen a boat where he gets tired walking between the engines. The distance between these engines is ridiculous, but this pushes the boat along at about 7.5, 8 knots. In here we also have a waste treatment plants, 2 of them, 2 of everything, so we can treat our own wastewater here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So that's the water, the waste treatment, all the black water is treated right here.
Not only black, even the gray water, which most boats throw out untreated. We treat everything. So sinks, showers, vanities, but also toilets, of course. Yeah. They all come through these grinding systems into these digesters. These are aerobic digesters. They're Coast Guard approved. The water that leaves those is cleaner than the river water. Wow. It's totally clean when it leaves. Yeah. So all the water is treated on this boat.
So not only do you power your boat with solar, so you don't have any impact, but you're also giving back clean water.
We're giving back cleaner water than we took out, actually, which is quite remarkable.
So there's your whole green living concept, right?
Yep,
it's part of that. It's
exactly.
Not just the solar; it's also green living in the sense of water.
Yeah, we're putting no pollution back in. We're not burning fossil fuels. We're not putting any pollutants back in the water at all. It's totally clean. We do have a backup generator, which has never been needed so far.
Okay.
This boat's been running for months on solar power. Even with dark days and storms, we still have enough power. And you'll see why in a minute in this room, where the heart of the boat is coming up. And maybe we do that room next, actually, Roger. Let's go and come in here, and we will show you the nerve center of the boat.
Nerve center of the boat.
Now, we do have 5 watertight compartments on this boat, so they're fully watertight and sealed. The Titanic had 5 watertight compartments, I think. Hopefully, this is not a Titanic. But this is where all the power is harnessed. So if we start over here, Roger.
So is this like the electrical brain of the vessel?
It is. So, and the power systems for the vessel. So if you remember that shaft I showed you that goes all the way to the roof, then these solar panels come all the way, all the power comes down to these. These are lightning suppressors, because I've seen solar systems get damaged with lightning, so these are lightning suppressors. But the heart of the system on this boat for power is these inverters. These take the solar power and they convert it to charge the batteries, which I'm going to show you. They also take power from the batteries to make electricity for all the electricity we use. Okay. Now, to give you an idea how much power is on this boat, is one of these will run a house.
Wow.
Even if
one of those
will
run
and there's 14 of them on this boat. Now, 2 of them will run a really big house.
Okay.
But 14 on this.
So you're not leaving anything up for chance.
So we have an enormous amount of power available. Now, that power is stored in this big row of batteries. So these are lithium ferrous phosphate batteries. There are 60 of them. If you just show people that, Roger, there's 6 in every rack.
Look at that.
And there's these are over 100 pounds in weight each. So there's a lot of weight in this room. But this battery bank, with no sun at all, with really dark, stormy days, we can run for 3 or 4 days. So yesterday was very dark and stormy. There was virtually no solar power. If you look, these little LED lights, we're 100% charged.
Green. I see all green.
So we're already charged again, even this morning. So now there's another surprise in this room. To move a boat of this size and to dock it, it's a huge boat. So 2 engines on the back, it would be difficult to dock.
Yeah.
So what I put in the front is a very big thruster.
Okay.
It's a thruster that's on an arm, it goes down, and then it's an azimuth thruster, so it twists around, and it will thrust in any direction. Okay. And we need a lot of power to move this boat. Yeah. So this was another big Cummins engine here. So we have identical engine to the ones you saw in the back, but it's driving this enormous hydraulic power pack that's through these large pipes, goes to the thruster in the front, just in front of this firewall, this bulkhead, I mean, and that will allow me to push the boat sideways. So you can dock this boat completely sideways, even in a wind. So, and then you've got a lot of electronics on the back wall here for steering, thruster controls, and other things. So this is sort of the nerve center of the power of the boat.
And what a nerve center it is.
So now we're going to go into one more room. Well, let's open up this other watertight door here. Okay. Now this is a little surprise in here.
Oh yes, my escape hatch, Phil.
This is the James. Somebody said the other day this is the James Bond.
Exactly. Movie. That's what I thought.
Because this big door over here will fold down, and this whole boat. This is a super yacht tender. It's a Yanmar diesel turbo jet drive. Okay. No propellers on this. It's a jet drive, and it's a super fast boat. And it slides out onto those rollers into the water, and we can pull it back in and winch it back in. And if you look here, this is designed to be a wet room. So it's watertight room with pumps and also this well to allow water to come in and out for launching the boat. And we have more space over there for jet skis too, which we can add later. But I'm waiting for electric jet skis to be available.
Yeah, electric jet skis.
That's what I'm waiting for.
It's the next one.
And in front of that bulkhead is the thruster and the bow and the anchoring system, which we'll show you at some other point. So that is the boat.
That's the boat. You thought about everything, every little detail, Phil, I can tell. Huh?
But down here, it looks like a boat.
It looks like a boat, yes. But upstairs, nobody would believe it if you didn't show it to them.
Exactly.
Well, Phil, thank you so much for that tour. This certainly is a lot more than just a boat, a vessel. What is your vision for the future regarding this concept that you've developed here?
Yeah, so first of all, to build the first one like this and demonstrate that it's technically feasible to do. I mean, I lived on a boat for 6 years, which I'll do a little video on in the future. There was a traditional boat, but living on a boat isn't that easy because the space limitations, lots of limitations on power, everything.
Yeah.
So I wanted to prove that it's feasible to make a self-sustaining, completely independent boat. Now we've done that. This has been running now for several months. I've got a few little wrinkles here and there, but it's basically running really well. So it's proving the concept. And then the next thing is to teach that concept, because it's a new concept in the world. To teach that, and this is one of the reasons I'm doing YouTube work, and thank you for helping me on this, Roger. And the next stage is to see if there's a market for something like this. So I'm partnered with a shipyard on this, and we want to demonstrate this, show it off, prove to people that you can have a self-sustaining boat that feels like a house. It's you feel the comfort and convenience of a home, but it is a boat that you can move around. To teach that, show people, and see if there's a market for it. I think there probably is a market for it. It's much cheaper than a super yacht of comparable size. It's probably about a quarter the cost, or even less, to build and operate compared to a super yacht. And but it has a lot more open space compared to a normal boat or even a super yacht. So the idea is to prove to the world and hopefully see if there's a market for it.
Yeah, because you can also do different sizes, right? I mean, the concept is there.
Yes.
So you could do like smaller versions that are self-sustainable or bigger.
Bigger,
I don't know about bigger, but
we could go a lot bigger. Actually, smaller is the more difficult thing.
Really?
Actually,
Interesting.
we can go smaller, but it is a modular design, and it's fairly easy to rearrange. And that's one of the concepts here, is to make it customizable for anybody. Yeah. So if someone who wanted a longer boat with a helicopter pad, we could do that.
Yeah.
If they wanted, this is a 120-foot boat.
Okay. If
we wanted to make a 200-foot version of this, it would be quite easy, actually. Because the more solar panel roof that we have, the easier it gets.
I got you.
The smaller boats are...
Less solar panels fit on them.
When I first started to work on this, less than 80 feet long starts to become a problem.
Okay.
So maybe 70 feet is possible. But to make it truly self-sufficient is really not that easy if you go less than 70 feet or so.
So interesting.
So going bigger, actually, if you want a 300-foot version of this, Roger,
there you go.
We'll build you. We'll build you one.
Wait till I hit the lottery, Phil.
So that's the vision: to teach the concept, prove it works, teach the concept, see if there's a market for it, and have a design that is very modular and extensible. That's the whole point.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again, Phil, for welcoming us to your house. Yeah. I'm not even going to call it a vessel.
Boat. That's right.
Thank you for welcoming us to your house, and thank you so much for sharing your vision of the future with our folks here who are interested in this concept.
Yeah. So I'll be doing quite a few more videos on the individual systems, design, constructs, even maintenance things, like you saw downstairs with the water system. I'll be recording those. We'll add those to the channel.
So stay tuned to Phil's channel, because there's a lot more coming. If you want to see the nuts and bolts about this whole vessel in more detail with specific videos, Phil's going to be putting these out shortly for you, and stay tuned.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. Bye-bye.